Right, coming back at you with another Penny Dreadful Affinity match. Let's see how it goes. The internet's a little wonky, so sorry if I looks like I'm playing slow. I don't feel like I should be playing slow. I think one thing I want to talk about is I really want more one drops. Like more aggressive threats. I was looking at Arcbound Worker a lot too. But just having a 1-1 modular guy is not exciting. That being said, I think I'm going to mulligan his hand. Not but it's not anything to cry about. No. I'm not worried. This is a better one lander, I would say. Because I can easily play a turn 2 frog. I can just dump my hand on turn 2. So even if I don't even draw a land here. I actually I do want the second land. Cornies, Thopterinos. Elite starting Thopterinos. Okay. Kind of wanted to land there. So I have the option of just attacking for 3. Or attacking for 2. Or playing a frog, 2 more Frog Mites. I think I want to just play 2 Frog Mites. We'll just pass for now. Maybe skipping that one land was just greedy. I do have a ton of 3s in my deck that I really want to cast. Opponent deep in the tank. Or I'm just lagging. Either or. Okay. Heal Nylea, that's annoying. What is it? Yeah, I would actually have traded there. I would have double blocked. Alright, so I want to just get in for 2, and then and then equip the Frogmite for blocking purposes. My opponent being green white, there's not a ton of spot room that they're gonna have. That's main deck, unless you're some goofy nutball that's playing Oxidized or something. But I doubt that's the case. Ask Myers. Alright. A reasonable cantrip. Although the opponent really doesn't have any good attacks. Get another Frogmite. Okay, well we're just gonna keep doing the same thing. I'm not looking to trade here. I just want to chip in for damage here and there. I could have actually casted the Zero Expedition here, but actually next turn I'm not actually going to equip the Frogmites anymore. I have a ton now. I'll just play the Exhibition. And then maybe I'll draw I'll draw a third land and Maybe it's some sort of anthem effect there. That's what I really want. I really want a ton of anthems. Let's come back. Um, I'm just gonna take this. Not like just like 3 damage. I gotta worry about this Fleecing Lion getting monstrous. I actually can't deal with that in any sort of way, so I'd like to draw a dispatch right now. Hey, the called shots. So I can play the waiting game and just kind of like wait, or just do this now. I don't know what other card they could have here, like a face shield maybe. I don't want to wait. I don't know what kind of protection spell they could have right here, like emergency. Yeah, there's way. So I'm gonna attack with like all my dudes, except for the unequipped ornithopter. Safe to say that I can just start attacking everybody now, unless he plays larger, like an enlisted worm and another fleecing lion. Okay, well, the chip flying damages will hopefully win out the game here. I'd like to draw another Ghostfire Blade. Do very good. One's on the bottom of my deck though, which I scry to the bottom. You should have trample. This is a good attack. You know, the best thing I can draw is another dispatch. How many more called shots can I make? Alright, Drew Plains. We're just gonna get in there. And then we'll just play the Servo Exhibition. Just going as wide as we can. The opponent only has like 2 cards left in their hand, so they have to have another creature. Another Illicit Worm would probably be the best draw they have. Best card I could draw right now is either Chief of the Foundry or Spear of Heliod. Either one of those will probably outright win the game. As it stands, it can only block 4 things. So a Chief would, yeah, any sort of anthem effect would probably win the game, assuming they don't have a removal spell or another creature. I'm sure they have another creature. Like that guy. That guy's huge. Curious if they get an attack, actually. This would be a very curious attack. Definitely soul bonding with probably I would probably pick the 1/1. Yeah. Oh, they picked the Massive Mirrors. Okay. The reason being the 1/1 is that it just spreads your damage out a little better. This doesn't trade. Now it just acts as a 7/6. I'm just gonna let me think for a second. I take the 7, go to 7. If we draw an Anthem, let's see, it'd be 3, 4, and then a Servo gets in for the last 2. He has 1 card left. He has to have like an Elvish Mystic to block. So I think I'm gonna take this. And then if I draw an Anthem, I can just win. Okay. Alright, let's see what we draw here. Plains. Okay. I guess we're just attacking here. Final Stretcher's coming down just for chump duties. Close game. As long as they don't draw like something like a Selesnya Charm or some sort of trample effect, I'm good with that. It's another Lizard Worm? Oh my goodness. Hopefully they don't have any like flyers. Oh no, that's terrible. That just that's a dagger. That's almost a dagger there. Yes, now I have to start chumping things. Actually, I'm curious what the attack they make. So you have to chump these two things. Oh, that was a very good cascade there. Might be game. That might have been the game right there. I'm not sure if I can even attack now. Let's see. They have 7 creatures. I have 6. I can let one thing through. So yeah, let's just keep attacking for 2, I guess. Post combat, we're just gonna play Counter Inspector, and we're gonna equip one of them. So we can actually trade with something. It's the only creature big enough to trade with anything. Well, I guess the Frogman can trade with the Locked in Hierarch, but then he's got the thing to regenerate. No, it doesn't really matter. I can only take out on the Illicit Worm. Opponent has to be careful. No! No, it's over. It's flying and it's like, he's just gonna gain a ton of life. If today's game's like kind of over. I just concede right here. I could have actually blocked too, but I don't think it matters at this point. We had our window. We had our window. You know, I'm just gonna concede. I know where this is going. It's nowhere good. I didn't think about it. I wish I had more like removal. Like reprisal would be really good in this matchup. Reprisal even legal? I'm not really sure. I can't look that up. That probably is legal. Because I knew this was gonna happen. I would have like a hard time just beating large creatures. So like my only chance is to go fast. Yeah, reprisal's legal. So maybe that's a consideration to take. Not sure what my opponent's gonna bring in. I don't know how much artifact removal people have in their decks. I want this Warhammer. Definitely flying is like the place to be. I might have to actually cut some mirror. They're like the biggest thing on the team. Actually, I'm not really sure what I should be bringing in. None of my cards are like exciting to bring in. Curse of Scrolls, like a consideration, just to kind of like dug them out. Like in that one instance where all I was doing was attacking the Ornithopter. I just really need more removal. Maybe I bring the Warhammer here. And maybe like a couple of these, just like for more flying aggression. I want to cut an Inspector. I'm gonna cut like one Mirror Enforcer. These are like both slowish cards. I might cut a Frogmite. Like a Frogmite. The Expedition was okay. It was good for chump duties. So actually, I'll probably just cut a Frogmite here. It's a little more explosive than the Mirror Enforcer. I might just kind of like go to one Mirror Enforcer. But it's like one of the few cards that gotta stand up to those creatures. I'm not sure. Well, yeah, let's just keep one. We'll just go to one Foundry Inspector. They've been like okay, but not like great. Let's see how this goes. I'm not honestly sure how I should be sideboarding. Again, the Nombo of Warhammer and Archangel. I know. This hand's reasonable. I can keep this. We had a removal spell and this thing, which is good. I draw another land. I mean, I have like a bunch of power on the field. I haven't spoken another new edition. Definitely what like I think when you turn your green into white mana, it's just like definitely good here. Witch Stalker, sure. Okay, let's just do some stuff. This thing is gonna get annoying. I can't actually target it, so yep. I might want to dispatch this right now. Dispatch this or this, one of these two. Or I might want to wait for the. I might want to wait for the Silverheart to come out. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. We're just gonna equip the Ornithopter and attack. And we'll play the other Ghost Rider Blade. It's really hurting on lands. That's been one of my downfalls, I think. Maybe I should be playing at least 21 to 20 lands. I don't know. It's just hard cuts. Yeah, see? Worse. So he's probably gonna Soul Bomb with a Witch Stalker. Because just Chumperoonies. Is this thing free? Yes, it's free. Nice. Alright, we got a free 4/4. This is like super signaling here. Super signaling that I have dispatch. The superest of signals. If this wasn't more plainly obvious that I have a dispatch, then I don't know what is. Alright. With 4 blocks, we're gonna try to take this out. That might have been like the biggest. Hey, look what I got. So maybe my opponent has a pump spell that I don't know about. If they did have a Silesian Charm here, like is it good enough to give up a servo in case they had a Silesian Charm? Maybe it might be. Yeah, I can give one up just in case. I think this is like a silly thing to do, but it's also like guaranteeing that this can be killed. It can only kill us in combat. Like all I lose is a servo, you know. I need to kill that. Another hierarch. Nope, another witch stalker. Maybe they're just not even playing Silesian Charm. Maybe we're just like playing around a card that's not in their deck. Is Silesian Charm even legal? We should look that up. Look that up right now. Sorry, I'm just looking this up. It is legal. Haha. Okay. Here's what we're gonna do. First, get in for 4. Next, play a Frogmite. Last one, at least, we'll equip the Mirror Enforcer. And we'll equip a Frogmite. So we can trade. Make some trades here. I don't know if I'm like right to like do that, but it feels like a fine thing to give up. Listed Worm, okay. Cascade is something else. Luckily, this Mirror Force is gigantic. When I came and cast my mana reducing mana thingy, I think this might be bad. Maybe Working was onto something, but I still don't think it was Master Trigger. Although Master Trigger would be pretty good in this matchup once I get 4 lands. I can just chump block once a turn. Alright. I'm not trying to think of like even attacking with the flyer is worth it. Well, since I can't cast anything, I guess it's free. No, because I can't move it back. I want to keep this to 6/6. So we'll just move this, attack for 2. Move it back. Just kind of hoping that my opponent does not give me any more life at this point. And maybe I draw like a war. Well, I can't even cast a Warhammer. I gotta draw lands first. Maybe you can draw this Warhammer and just kind of get in there and draw some more flyers, you know. Something. Another guy, I mean, any other creature is just really bad. Just means I can start attacking at some point. Just I have to start chumping. They're at a comfortable enough life total where they just start like, you know, or start attacking with like some idiots. Or not, I guess. I guess the Mirror Force is just that scary. I'd love to see like an overrun of these kinds of lists, you know? Let's go over our anthems down. To once again make combat even harder for our opponent. Little Ornithopter could be something else. Once again, the life leaking dagger. And it flies! And it's just a random flyer. Of course, angels always fly. Every angel has ever seen us fly. Blown. But yet no attacks. Interesting. Hmm. I guess like a little bit Ornithopter and attack for 5. But then like they swing back for 5 with the Battlegrace Angel, so it doesn't really matter. But I guess since all my things are pumped now, I guess what I can do is just equip the Ornithopter so I can block the Battlegrace Angel if they try to attack. So it becomes a 5/7. And we can just put a ground guy on the field. This is silly. I just want dispatches. That's all I want right now. All I want to do is just draw running dispatches. Sure. We're gonna play this out. I mean, let's see what happens, but my opponent's also playing incredibly conservatively. Because, you know, combat math is hard. I mean, they really don't have any good attacks. The best attack is probably, like, the Enlisted Worm. It trades with, like, 2 things. Or just, it try to chase with 1 thing. You can kill 1 thing, but it gains 6. And he has a Hierarch to, like, kind of, like, save it. So then he gets another, he has, like, 2 Hierarchs to save his things. He's basically trading a Hierarch for, like, my biggest guy. I'm really waiting for another Ornithopter so I can start attacking. Or, I'm glad I couldn't do it. So I actually need another Ornithopter. No one's ever said that in their life. I need another Ornithopter. Because what I can do with the Ornithopter, I can attack with one of them, and then equip the other one, and keep going back and forth. Because I have the ground, I won't say locked up, but my opponent doesn't know that they can just start attacking. Because this will become a 6/6, and then like I could block with like a 5/5 and a 3/3, and then they can just regenerate their creatures. Alright, well, that's something. The angel gets the wings here. Or the bonding, yep. So now I can't really block, and I'm gonna get hit for 9. And then they gain 9 life. I remember when this was in standard, and so was Baneslayer, and Baneslayer was like hella expensive. And I couldn't afford them. I was a really budget player back then. I was playing Battle Grace Angels. And now look where we are. Silly attack, but it's whatever. Very pointless attack. Because I'm just jumping next. Yeah, this game's like kind of over. So, I mean, it was just eventually going to be over with the hierarchs and like the Enlisted Worm. That should probably be attacking. Maybe I don't agree with that, but it's like whatever. The Silver Heart was just like the dagger. It's just the biggest, puts the biggest thing on the field. Sure. Immediately monstrous it. Now I just like, yeah, that was fun. Really just couldn't like get much going. I stalled and land a little bit, and the ground game was just like too much. I really need more invasion. Alright.